Hi, it's Sue. Good to see you back here today. Today I've started working on some mark making. I wanted to make some paper more like this. I did this ages ago, and it's such a useful thing to have. Yeah, so I've actually started, I've tried it about, this is my third attempt. My baking sheet, I'd got some nice brown baking sheet, this one, but sadly the ink doesn't stick to it, so that was no good. Did you see that? Sorry. The ink didn't stick to that one, so we gave that away. And I'm now working on tissue paper, and I'm just looking at this, and the tissue paper is accepting the ink, so that's good. Okay, right. Not a lot of talking in this video. I'm still suffering a little bit from the dental work, and bear with me, I'm getting better. So I will just video and try and catch up, get these videos up for the 100-day challenge. All right, so what am I working with? I'll use some frayed burlap, I think. This is just the distress ink. Spritz with water. And I literally just turn it over. Tumbled glass. So antique linen I'm going with now. Okay, next I'm going to use this. This is the inside of a roll of Glad wrap. And what I've done is I've used rubber bands and some string and just wrapped around. And I've tried to wrap around just the middle so that I can hold it here and not get in too much of a mess. Obviously, different widths of rubber band would work really well. I've only got the one set, so I've used those, and just by crossing them, like this one, we could cross over. Actually, no, I'll leave that as just one there. The plan is to roll this through some black paint and then roll it onto our paper. So I just want to make sure that this is reasonably dry first, and it's still quite wet. So I'm going to dry this off and I'll be back. So whilst that piece is drying, I've also picked up a piece of very fine paper. Here, what have I done with the pack? Here it's called, I buy it from our local office works, and it's for marker pencils or marker pens. So it's quite fine, and the ink is taken really well. So I thought while I was waiting for that one, I might as well make a second sheet, because this is a lot of mess. Might as well get it over in one go. So we'll just add some of the tumbled glass here now. Okay. Put that back on itself. Yep. And also down here. Up some of that ink. Okay, happy with that. Okay. Just adding some of this antique linen in some of the lighter areas. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to go and dry this and I'll be back. So these are reasonably dry, still a bit damper around here, but that's come out quite well. And this one is a lot paler. But I think because it's tissue, it's soaked in, and it's actually, the colours have changed a little bit. Could actually put a bit more, maybe just try gently. Gently smearing that. I don't know whether. Oh, that's better. Might have to re-dry this one, but I don't mind that on there. Spread it around a bit. I mean, you could play with this stuff for hours. Okay. Yes, that needs to dry. All right, we'll put it over here for a minute and work with this other one. Okay, so here's my roll. I've wrapped the elastic bands and some string. Obviously, you can put as much on there as you like. It's just to give a pattern as you roll over. Okay, this is definitely the messy bit. What I'm going to do is move all this off to the side, and I'm going to put my plastic, I'm going to put my paint on here. So I'll leave this at the side, and I'm just using a cheapo black paint and hoping it works. So just spread a line across here. So I'll show you what I've done. I've started with that. And the idea is to roll this through. Getting ink. Ink on there. Okay, let's give it a go. I'm going to turn this round. Pull it to me. There we are. Let's try. Put it to me. So that's one paper, but you don't have to stop there. You can still keep adding. Let's just wipe this down a bit so I don't get it everywhere. Okay. Just leave all that to one side. Now, I've got my shimmer mist, or glimmer mist, and I'm going to spritz that over my paper. Okay. And we'll maybe add a few dots. There we go. And now that needs to dry. And I'm flicking it up there and I can see the gold, the dots and the spray. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Now let's try, put that to one side and bring in the other one. Okay, now that's still a bit damp, so we might have to do a bit of work on that. Okay, we're back. Right, my roll looks a splodgy mess. So let's go again, put some ink, some paint down over my plastic sheet. And there's still a bit on there, so not too worried. I'll show you what I've done. There it is. And we just roll, let's move this to one side, show you. Just roll this through, just to get some ink on those bands. I didn't do very well on this end here. There's a nice knot there. Let's get some paint on that. There it goes. Turn that up. Okay, and this one we'll do this way. We'll go across like this. Hang on. Are you ready? Now, because this is tissue, be interesting to see. Yep, not bad. Now this end. There we are. I don't think I'll be keeping my roll. I think that might be going in the bin. It's a horrible mess. Okay, so that's the second one. Now the paint is quite thick in places, so we'll, this might take a bit more drying, but we're going to spritz it with some gold, iridescent gold. Okay. Oh, come on. I am getting to the end of this. Okay, let's see if we can get a few. Bigger splodges on. Yeah. Don't forget that we're going to rip this paper up to use in collages and backgrounds, so you probably only see bits of it. I think that will do. I want a bit more for this, what's it called? Dusty Concord down here. Just perfect. Okay. Right. I'm going to clean up, dry these, and I'll be back. Okay, so they're pretty dry now. And that's the first one. I don't know whether you can see, I hope you can see some of that gold shimmer. It's rather nice with the black, and the Dusty Concord, the purpley colour, just in a couple of places. I quite like that. And that's the other side. You know, if you felt that was too much, you could always use the reverse. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan these and take a look at how they look scanned and printed. I'm getting gold paint on my hands, so it's obviously not quite dry. So that's the first one. This was the second one that I did on the very fine paper and pure white paper. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Again, you know, you can see, hopefully, you can see the shimmer and the spots in places of gold. And you could stamp to these, and I possibly will, once I've cut them up. Don't know. I might sort of halve them and stamp half. I haven't decided yet. So that's that one. And because I normally make things in 3, while I was waiting for bits to dry, I did this one. And this one uses the same vintage photo, the walnut, and also barn door to give me that pinky red colour. And the gold on that looks pretty good, I reckon. I didn't put more more paint down. So it was literally just using what paint was left on the roll. And you can see it sort of skipped in a couple of places over here. But that's fine. I like it. I think that's quite nice. And again, you know, I will scan it and see how it looks when it's printed. Okay, so that's my make for today. Something a little bit different. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you'll come back for the next video. Okay, bye now.